What's up, YouTube? It's
Brittany,
Fuchsia,
and you're watching Brown Skin Sisters.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about women's safety. It's always been hard out here for us, but especially nowadays, we really need to be taking the safety precautions because
life is crazy.
Kidnapped, raped, killed, everything. It's a mess. Okay, so
we wrote down, or we got some tips in our brains to help you guys, and hopefully you will take these tips and utilize them for your
Please
good.
use them. It'll
because
help.
I've seen too many stories where women are getting kidnapped and killed, and I'm just
all the above. It's just
we gotta protect ourselves out here. So
the first thing is never travel alone. I understand if you're one of those people who just really traveling alone is unavoidable. Mm-hmm. You have to. I would say the next safety precaution is to always be paying attention to your surroundings. Do not be on your phone. Like looking down at your phone and scrolling while you're walking or you're driving is not a good habit to keep. It is the easiest way for you to get snuck up on, kidnapped, killed, all the above. You do not want that. I will also say the most important thing, I feel like women should definitely be carrying and concealing a weapon legally. Look up the laws in your state, because I know each state differs when it comes to the laws to legally conceal and carry. So I would say look that up and pick your weapon or weapons, whatever it is, and make sure that you're using it safely. Don't be going out here like G.I. Jane and just shooting people down. Like, don't do that. But I say it's only necessary to use it when your life, or possibly if you see somebody else's life, is in danger. That's it. That's self-defense. That's justifiable. But if you're just doing it because you want to be G.I. Jane, that's not good. Don't do that. No.
And also another tip would be to communicate with friends and family to let them know where you're going, because oftentimes we want to do things alone. Like we want to be able to just get in our car and just leave.
It is not safe
without telling anybody. And I think we need to have a timeline. We need to know when we're leaving, when we're going. If we're changing our mind to go somewhere else, we need to know. So be sure to communicate with people, text people, call people. If you feel unsafe, get on the phone with somebody. Like talk to somebody while you're out doing your errands and things like that. Like let people know where you are. It is very important. And time again, I've seen a lot of times where, people leave the house, they don't tell people where they're going, and then they end up missing.
Which is not a good habit.
And people are not aware that they were gone. And thankfully, they are doing a lot more when it comes to cameras and putting cameras everywhere. And I've seen a lot of cases that have been solved because cameras were in play.
We need cameras everywhere, yo.
We need to. I'm thinking, women, maybe we need to walk around with a live camera on us.
Yeah. I know they sell body cams for regular people. I say we need that. Yeah, definitely. But to piggyback off of what she was saying, I totally agree with that wholeheartedly. We do that actively. Yeah, like whenever we leave the house, we usually leave the house together though, so we don't have to communicate when we're leaving half the time.
There were times that I would be in the car and I would have like my sister on the passenger side because I'm more of the driver. And there was this incident where we was coming back from the store, I think, and we was literally like one block from our house, not even one block from our house, like a quarter of a block from our house. We was right at the light, and this car pulled up on us, and one of the dudes was getting out the car, but they were still like, the driver was still like halfway driving, and I think they was trying to jack the car from us. But he looked at us and he got out the car, and his friend was like, come on, and he got back in the car while the car was still moving, y'all. Like it wasn't moving full speed obviously, but it was still moving a little bit slowly, and it was like dark. It was like no cars around, nothing like that. And thankfully the guy who we live with right now, he always makes sure that we're protected, so we always call him and be like, hey, we about to pull up. So he comes outside, him and you came outside, and they saw the car that was literally, the dude got right back in the car real quick, and then they finally took off past the red light and everything. And I was just like, for that moment I was like, what is going on? But like we wasn't like super far of them, like they was already at the light. And then when we got up there, and then they looked out, and then one of the dudes got out the car, and then they started slowly going. Like I think he was really going to try to jack us for the car, but I think he saw my sister in the other seat, and he was like, it's two of them, we ain't gonna be able to do that. And so the dude was like, come on, and he got back in the car, and they both took off. So imagine that, like, imagine if I was by myself, not paying attention, things like that. Like, I already had what I was gonna have planned. Like, I was looking from side to side. I was about to go past that motherfucking
she
line.
Was about to get into
See,
that's what you need to do. If somebody comes up to your car And hopefully the doors are locked. Please, that's another thing. Lock your doors.
When you get out of your car, lock your door.
If you are parked in the car and you're pumping gas, lock the doors.
One girl who was in a gas station and she was pumping her gas. She had her car door unlocked and everything like that, and the dudes was trying to steal her car. She jumped in her car real quick and they took off. Like, dude, when I'm pumping gas, I lock my fucking door. Like,
when I get outside the store waiting for somebody to come out, lock doors. Like,
you know, when we in a grocery store and you know we take the baskets because we got all that stuff out, I watch my sisters and them go to the basket place, drop the basket off, and then I wait until we all in the car.
We are super crazy about that. We'd be like,
I don't wait. No. I don't go get in the car while she's dropping the basket off. I'll look out for her. I'll make sure that nobody's trying to attack her or anything like that. And then we both get in the car, or all three of us get in the car together. Like, that's how you need to do it. You gotta work, because people are really conniving and evil. But another tip I feel like would be to,
and also I feel like the paying attention to your surroundings is really the most important one. But like when you're driving in a car, you really gotta be looking at the lights, the people who are driving around you, seeing if anybody else is walking up on you. Keep your windows rolled up. I don't care if it's summertime. Keep those windows rolled up, because that's a way for them to reach in a car. And also, if that was ever to happen to you, where somebody's like walking up to your car, you know they up to no good. Do not open no windows, no doors. Drive off.
Because people do that. They walk up to you and they say, "Hey, you got this, you got that," and then they scooping out on you.
Oh, also if they're like, "Hey, you got it," if you're driving. And they're signaling you through the window, like, "Hey, you got a couple dollars or something like that." Do not pull over and give them that couple dollars. That could be them trying to kidnap you or take your car. Don't do that. Like, no, that.
What was that? What I was just thinking about. And when you go out, like, say you're going to a club to go get drinks and you're doing this and doing that, never let your friend leave by themselves.
Ever. And don't leave them there either. Like, listen, you need to be watching your drink too.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody else buys you a drink and they have it sent over to you, I'm sorry, I wouldn't be drinking that drink. Like,
I know we want to be courteous and we want to, like, show people that we're not, like,
you can
being obvious with how we feel,
but I would say don't drink.
Sometimes you gotta follow your instincts. That's another one. Follow your instincts. Your instincts could be telling you something.
Right. It could be like, don't do it.
Like, there were a lot of times that instincts saved people, and there were a lot of times that people ignored their instincts, and it didn't work. It didn't save them because they ignored it. So if you feel any ounce of, like, scared, fear, or anything like that, know that that's there for a reason. Don't ever ignore how you feel, your emotions, and things like that. Like, I understand, like, you can't control everything, you can't control people, but you know what's inside of you. And if something inside of you is telling you,
that gut feeling
I need to maybe not go this day, or I need to maybe switch and go to a different time, then do that.
I saw a post like that on Facebook. Girl was like, y'all need to start listening to your instincts. When it tells you to stay home, stay home. Like, for real, I want to stay home all the time. I like outside.
To be fair, we don't drink or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
And for me, like, I tasted alcohol one time and was
I did too. It just wasn't for me.
Never. Like, and for me, I like to be coherent. I like to know where I'm at, who I'm with. I like to know every ounce of what I'm doing.
Yeah, because those little details matter.
Yeah, it does. And so I feel like a lot of women got taken advantage of because they were intoxicated, like the woman who got into the wrong Uber, or even if it was an Uber, I don't even think it was an Uber, but she ended up getting killed by this fake Uber driver or whatever like that, and she was drunk. And my problem is that she was like, her friends were not even out there to make sure that she got into the right Uber. She's drunk. And so it's like, are we not making sure that our friends are getting home safe now?
What happened to the girl code? Like, that's another thing, another post I saw on Facebook where they were showing you the steps. Like, when you go out drinking or you just go out with your friends, you guys are responsible for each other. You need to make sure everybody gets home safe. You do not let nobody go alone. You don't let your friend leave with some random person, because they could be a psycho. Don't set your friend up like that. And also, cover your drink when you're in public. If you're drinking, cover your drink. Make sure nobody drops anything in there. If you take your eyes off your drink for a second, do not drink it again. I don't care how much don't know. Especially if somebody's sitting near you.
It's crazy. Like, And
remember the other video
we need
saw?
to not go places alone. If we're drunk, we need to have at least 3 people in the house with us. Like, we all need to be in the same house.
I say
together.
if you're gonna go out drinking, there should be that one friend that is completely sober, that if something goes down, she or he or whoever they are will make sure that everybody is okay and safe and that they make home. And even maybe y'all should all go to the same house after y'all go drinking, not split off and go home. Maybe you should be like, okay, we're all spending the night at so-and-so's house. This person is the designated driver and the sober person who's gonna look out and make sure that everybody's good to go. And okay, all right, y'all ready to go home? Let's go. Let's get in this Uber. Once again, paying attention, making sure it's not some sketchy stuff, and get there safe.
Like, I understand we want to be independent. We want to be free to do what we want to, go where we want to, at whatever time it is. We don't live in a world
that allows you to be independent.
That's not the world that we live in. And we gotta really, really take precautions. Like, we gotta really, really save our friends, and we gotta really, really protect our friends and protect ourselves. So I think having a system, a buddy system like that, like, if you're gonna go out, you all leave together. Like, and if, for instance, like, if somebody decides that they don't want to do that, then I think you need to figure something else out. Because eventually it's not going to be good. Like, some people have gotten into Ubers. I've even read stories of people getting into Ubers while they were drunk by themselves. And when they made it to their house, the person turned around and was like, oh, I'm not an Uber driver. But, like, that person could have killed them. They could have done anything to that person. And it's like, y'all in this mind to think that, like, everybody in this world is good, and, like, it's not going to happen to you. Like, things can happen. So please be safe, be careful out here. If you're going to go out, have a lot of people. Go back home to this, like, all y'all go to one house. But it's just crazy. Like, you can't trust, just assume that everybody is out to get you. Like, I know it's not a good thing, but sometimes you have to think that way. Like, people have to earn your trust. You gotta
be aware, and
even then, you still gotta be careful. Like, people are the worst. Like, the worst thing on earth are people. It's not animals. It's not, you know, this and that. It's people on earth that do the most damage. So please be careful. I feel like we may have more, but we're gonna probably do a part 2 to this.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a part 2.
I feel like we could talk about. But number 1, don't travel alone. If you're gonna travel alone, let people know where you're going. Communication is very, very key. Make sure that you are protected. You have, you know, guns, whatever you are able to carry to legally.
Look up the laws.
Yeah,
for legally carrying and concealing a weapon.
Make sure you have that. And if you're going to go out partying and drinking, make sure that you have a buddy system where nobody gets left
I don't care if you go into the bathroom when you're out. You need to have 2 people. Forget one more. 2 people with you.
Haven't you? No, 3. 3 is a crowd. Haven't you heard 3 is a crowd? 3 is a crowd. You need a lot of people. Like, we need to all just come together.
Nobody needs to be splitting off and not knowing where everybody is.
Because people is crazy.
Like, I'm sorry. You
all this do is make me feel like I want to just stay in the house all damn day. But to be fair, like, I know that the house is not always 100% safe. Because there are a lot of incidents when people get killed inside them house, like the woman, and you can't always, like, what am I trying to say? You can't always depict that everything. Well,
I say you should definitely be, like, where you live. You should know how like the vibe. You should know the situation, like, because certain neighborhoods are a lot more dangerous than others. So, like, if you live in a dangerous neighborhood, you know, for whatever reason, maybe you just can't afford to get to a safer one at this moment, you definitely need to be paying attention to everything.
You do. Like, you need to have security. Like, there's a lot of people that are now putting doorbell security cameras on there.
Oh yeah, when you ring it, the camera comes on
and it shows the people.
We had one of those. It works very well. It's like it was a great thing. I was like, who is that? Hold up. And then it would, like, pop up on your phone, and you'd be like, okay, you ain't coming in. But I think, like, now technology is advancing, and we need to secure ourselves. We need to make sure that we have everything in play. Like, sometimes you just gotta have those things. But we're gonna end this video here because it's literally 20 minutes long, and it's gonna be a lot of editing. So thank you guys so much for watching Brown Skin Sisters.
Be sure to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Check out all the recent videos, and we'll see you guys next time.
Be safe.
Bye. Please be safe.